Hi guys, this is my tutorial for Easter Bunny Spring Tumbler. I have already sanded and prepped my tumbler using an 80 grit sanding block and Rustoleum Ultra Flat White spray paint. Spring is literally just around the corner and I love using pastels and bright colors this time of year. So I decided to go with complementary colors for my design. This one will be shades of orange and blue, and I also made one with yellow and purple and another with pink and green. If you are ever stuck deciding on a good color combo, whip out a color wheel and pick opposite colors. Purples and yellows, blues and oranges, red and green screams Christmas, but pinks and shades of greens are gorgeous. You really can't go wrong with complementary colors. After this glitter layer is cured, seal it with a coat of epoxy and we'll be ready to add our bunny face. I only applied one layer of epoxy to cover the glitter, so I'm using a 1200 grit sanding disc to go over the areas where the glitter is a tad raised. Be sure to use a fine grit sanding disc or block so you don't sand your glitter. Now we're ready to add our stencil and cut our vinyl flower outlines. I didn't seal the layer with the bunny face with epoxy because it really doesn't need it. We'll be covering the face with a stencil so it will be protected. We want to try to use as few layers of epoxy as possible on this tumbler because it can be really girthy if you put too much. My inspiration for this tumbler came from a picture I saw online and I had to recreate it on a tumbler. I think the egg crack got lost in translation, but it still came out crazy cute. If you ever need inspiration for a tumbler, Google and Pinterest are my go-tos. Because I'm working on a curved surface, there's going to be bubbles and lumps. If the bubbles are on the inner part of the stencil, no worries, but those bubbles and lumps on the edges, use an X-Acto knife and slice them down the middle so they lay flat. This will keep the spray paint from seeping under your stencil. We'll be adding glitter on top of our stencil, so I like to use a glue gun to mark where my stencils are so I can find them later. As I go, I try to remove as many of the glue strings as possible so they don't pull up my glitter when I remove the stencils. After about a minute or two, your glue will be dry and you can add your spray paint. After your spray paint is completely dry, add a super thin coat of epoxy and add your glitters. Let that layer set for about 30 to 45 minutes and then pull your stencil. The epoxy will still be wet, so please be careful when you're pulling so you don't mess up your glitter. After that glitter layer has cured, seal with a coat of epoxy. I decided to add a bit of whimsy and added a touch of chunky glitter to this layer. You can totally skip this step if you like. After that layer has cured, it's time to add the flower outlines that we cut earlier and the rest of our bunny. When applying the black part of the bow, there will be bumps in your vinyl, but black vinyl is very forgiving under epoxy, and the bumps will disappear. However, holographic vinyl will show every crease and wrinkle, so be sure to seal this layer before adding your holographic vinyl. Just to add a touch more shimmer to my vinyl, I added PDB Creative Studios Moon Dust to my epoxy. Apply your last coat of epoxy, let cure, and you're done. Fill these cuties with Easter candy for a super cute gift or keep them for yourself. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching my tutorial. Have fun making your bunny tumblers, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!